Hello, my name is Joyce Brown, and this is my social justice video blog for Counseling 500. Considering the socially and unjust society in which we live in, I think that it is important for me as a professional counseling student to develop and implement my own golden rule that will give individual and clients that I serve a sense of empowerment in life. My golden rule is this: look for some purpose and dignity in those we serve, just as we, the counselor, will want those who we serve to see and identify with our own purpose and dignity. And by doing so, I believe that we all can feel a sense of validation. I was asked to consider a biblical scripture that supports social justice. And I actually thought about two particular scriptures, in my view, that actually support social justice. Particularly Matthew 21:12 and 13, verse 12 and 13. Where Jesus enters into the temple's court where there is unjust selling and buying taking place. Innocent people are being robbed blind, if you will. Jesus is not happy. Jesus overturned the table, calling the robbers and thieves out, the money changers and pigeon sellers, that is, and ultimately puts the temple back in order. The second scripture that comes to mind is John chapter 8, verse 2 through 11. Jesus again appears in the temple courts. People are gathered all around. Here comes the Pharisees seeking justice according to the law of Moses upon a woman who was caught in adultery. Interestingly, they did not bring the man because it takes two, a woman and man, to commit the act of adultery. But they bring this woman before Jesus for public humility. And they ask Jesus about the law of Moses and what should be done. And that the law says that a woman caught in adultery should be stoned. Jesus, in his very unique way, stoops down and began to write in the dirt. And Jesus poses the question, or he makes a statement: he who is without sin, be the first to cast a stone. As it turned out, none of them were just enough to cast a stone upon this woman. And so Jesus restores her dignity, telling her, woman, go your way and sin no more. And through this, social justice has been achieved and she has dignity. Lastly, one action that I am willing to take towards social justice, and that is bringing awareness through forums, through protests and lobbying, laws to protect mentally ill people whose sicknesses land them in jail and opposed to mental health hospitals so that they can get the services that they need. I think that it is unjust that they are viewed solely as criminals who have committed criminal acts. And part of this, I believe, has to do with the external pressure of insurance companies and policies that limits the approval of mental health services that agencies and or hospitals can provide to those who are experiencing mental health services. Well, this has been my social justice video blog. Until the next time, good evening.